How are you guys doing? I tried to go live before, but it flunked, so I had to restart it again. Hope you guys are fine. All right, I'm just finalizing with the setups just to make sure that didn't happen again while we'll kickstart this live. It promises to be great. It promises to be sweet. Thank you so much. Thank you for your support, as usual. Thank you for everything. Wow, we are still talking on the series I titled Before It's Too Late. And oh, geez, we've done 5 episodes right now. 5 episodes. That's great. That's really lovely. And thank you so much, friends, for your support. Thank you for your time. Thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for being there for us. We really appreciate that. And thank you for sharing the video. Thank you for sharing our lives. All right. Thank you so much. This episode number 6. And episode number 6 is titled The Life I Almost Missed. The Life I Almost Missed. Please, once you join, let us know where you're joining from so that we can allow you, and also you can share the live as you watch. The Life I Almost Missed. Let me start with something that might sound simple tonight, but it carries a lot of weight. Some people do not wake up because life got easier. They wake up because one day they realize, I almost miss my life. Not just success, not just money, not just opportunities, not just the goodness, but my life, my peace, my voice, my health, my family, my joy, my purpose, my becoming. I almost missed it. And what is painful is that you can be physically present in your own life and still almost miss your life. So it's not a function of being present physically. You can be there and still your presence is not felt. So you can be physically present and still miss your life. You can be there but not there. You can be working but not living. You can be functioning but not feeling. You can be surviving but not fully arriving. So this is what this episode is all about. Not just the years you give away, that's what we talked about yesterday, but the moment you realize, I do not want to keep missing what is right in front of me. And I think a lot of people are there right now. They're not dead. They're not broken beyond repair. They're not finished. They're just waking up to how distracted they've been, how emotionally absent they've been, how disconnected they've become from themselves, how much beauty they stopped noticing, how many invitations from life they kept postponing. So tonight, friends, I want to talk to the person who can feel it, the person who knows I've been there, but I haven't really been there. The title is still, I Almost Missed My Life. The life I almost missed. And I need you to hear me carefully. It is possible to come back to your life, even if you almost missed it. It's possible. Let's define what I mean. When I was looking at this, what do I mean? Missing your life does not always mean dramatic failure. No. Sometimes missing your life will look like always being in a rush, always thinking about tomorrow, that you forget today. You forget to live today. You're always focused on tomorrow. Always checking out mentally. Always waiting for a future season to feel happy. You forget about today. You forget about the small wins, the joys of today. You're always thinking about, oh, when I become this, I'll be happy. Always postponing rest. You take 10 shifts. You walk here, you walk there, you walk there, you walk there, you walk there. See, this is not shaming. This is all honesty. You say, no, Matt, I will rest when I become old. You always postponing rest. You always postponing presence. Ella, Shella Betty, how you doing? You always postponing presence. You might be there, but you're not there. You're always postponing joy until everything is handled. Have you heard people saying that? Oh, don't worry, I'll celebrate when kids are grown up. Whoa! And if you live that way long enough, friends, the danger is this. You become a stranger to the life you are living. Oh, greetings from, oh, Bert, I see you. Thanks for joining. You become a stranger to the life you're living. You stop noticing mornings. You stop noticing people's faces. You stop noticing your own exhaustion. You stop noticing that your body is trying to tell you a lot. I'm good, Shella Betty, how you doing? But you stop noticing all those. You don't even know the signals from your body anymore until you pack up, you break down. You stop noticing how your children are changing from being kids to toddlers to youth to adults. You stop noticing all that. The flow just happens. You're there, but you're not present. You stop noticing how your partner sounds when they're lonely. You stop noticing how numb you've become. Friends, it's not a great place to be. But that is what it means to almost miss your life. You did not live it. You're not even dead. You drifted through it. You breezed through it. And drift is dangerous because drift is quiet. Drift is, it's not going to shout at you. It's not going to yell at you. Drift is quiet. There is no siren. There's no dramatic warning. There's no announcement. Just slow disconnection. Just very slow disconnection. And one day you look around and you say, where did I stop feeling alive? Or when? Where or when? When did I stop feeling alive? Where did I stop feeling alive? That question is only if you listen to it. All right, that question is honesty if you listen to it. Because that question can save the rest of your life going forward. It can save the rest of your life going forward. Like I did say in yesterday's tape, whatever happened in the past is in the past. Don't live on regret. Don't dwell on that. You just need the knowledge. You move on. Now let's make this a little bit human, right? I don't want you to say, hey, Matt is talking principles here. Let's make this human. There was a father who worked very hard, and a lot of us could relate to this. A good father, a good man, responsible, dependable, a provider. He believed love meant sacrifice. He sacrificed long hours, extra shifts, mental stress, constant pressure. He thought, as long as I'm covering things, I'm doing my job. And in many ways, he was doing his job. That's what the father does. But one day he looked at his son and realized his son was no longer small. His voice had changed. The vocal cord had become thicker. His body had changed. His interest has also changed. His dependence had changed. And it hit him hard. He had been in the same house, but he had not been fully in the moment. He had seen birthdays, but not always felt the birthdays. He has seen games, but half of that he saw through his phone. He has heard stories, but while carrying work in his mind. He sat at the dinner table, but mentally he lived somewhere else. Does that sound like someone you know? Does that sound like someone in your life? Look around you. Does that sound like someone in your community? And what hurt this father is that he was not a bad father. What hurt him was that he loved deeply. He loved deeply. But he had been too preoccupied to fully receive the love he gave. See, friends, that happens to a lot of people, especially good people, not bad people, especially responsible people, especially providers. They think they are building a better life, while quietly they are missing the one unfolding in front of them. They're planning for tomorrow. They're working towards tomorrow. But they've forgotten how to enjoy today. And by the time they wake up, they realize the moments are not waiting, man. The moments are going, and the moments are gone. They are gone. Does that sound like someone in your life? Does that sound like someone you know? All right, we're still here. See, some people miss their life because they keep living in a phrase. Do you know what the phrase is? After this. After this. After this busy season. After this deadline. After the kids get older. After I make more money. After I pay off the debt, after I pay off the mortgage, after things calm down, after I finish this project, after life settles. But life rarely settles in the way people imagine life. One responsibility hands the baton to the next. By the time you're finishing one project, 10 projects are standing. They are waiting for the baton. Now, based on priority, the baton is exchanged. So your after this is an illusion. After this never comes. One season rolls into the other season. One pressure gets replaced by a different pressure. And if your joy is always scheduled for later, your peace is always scheduled for later, your attention is always scheduled for later, you can spend your whole life in emotional postponement, my friend. All your life in emotional postponement. That is what after this does. It makes the present feel disposable. And the present is where your life actually is. Some people are not so focused on managing tomorrow that they are not inhabiting today. And I understand why. Today may feel heavy. Today may feel messy. Today may feel unfinished. Today may feel stressful. But if you keep waiting for a perfect season to finally show up to your life, you may never fully arrive. You may never fully arrive. After this is an illusion. It's not just an illusion, it's a big illusion that will never come. An illusion that will never come. So don't let after this be the guiding yardstick of your life. Don't let your guardrail be tied to after this. After this will never come. Go with what you have today. Enjoy today. Live in today. After this is not, it's not the right way to go, because you will miss everything today. Let me leave that. After this, let me explain something to you. I was looking at another topic another thought I put down of a woman who did everything right. She did everything right. She kept the home moving. She remembered appointments. She managed school timings. She managed school things. She handled work. She handled meals. She handled family dynamics. Handled emotions, her own emotions and everybody else's emotion. She was functioning. But one day, somebody asked her a simple question. What brings you joy? What brings you joy? And she froze. Not because she was incapable of joy, no. But she had never asked herself that question in years. Her life had become about maintenance. Her life had become output. Her life had become survival. Her life had become responsibility. Does that sound like someone you know? But that's what the mother does. That's what the mother does. But is that all that is to life? And that woman started to cry. She realized she had almost missed herself. She had been so essential to everybody else's life that she had become essentially absent from her own life. See, this is not rare. It's not rare. A lot of people are high functioning and they are half alive. Look around you. It's not rare. They are getting things done. They are keeping things together. They are holding everyone up. But inside, something has gone quiet. And the tragedy is not just exhaustion, my friends. It's not, if it's just exhaustion, it is great. It is not just exhaustion. It is when a person forgets they are also supposed to be a person. It is when they forget they are also supposed to be human. They are not just a role. Being a father is not just a role. Being a mother is not just a role. You are also human. You also have a life. You're also a person. Not just a father, not just a mother, not just a spouse, not just a worker, not just a helper. A whole person. A human being allowed to feel wonder again, to feel the electrical sparks again. See, let me slow this down a little bit at this point. How does someone almost miss their life? How? Usually it's not through one big mistake. No, it is usually through accumulation, through the law of compounding. I did a video called The Law of Compounding on this channel. Please go check it out. Too much pressure without reflection. Too much noise without silence. Too much work without meaning. I did a video on business. Please go check it out. Too much giving without replenishment. Oh, too much distraction without awareness. Bit by bit, your inner life become undernourished, malnourished. And when your inner life is malnourished, the outer life starts feeling hollow, as if there's an hole in it. You can have achievement and you still feel absent. You can have responsibilities and you still feel absent. You can be needed and still feel unseen. You can be surrounded and still feel emotionally missing. See, this is why success alone cannot save a person. Business cannot save a person. Productivity alone cannot save a person. Even being admired cannot save a person. If you're not present to your own life, you can achieve things. You can get all the accolades and still feel like something essential is slipping through your hands. Friends, let me tell you another story. A man reached many of the things he thought would finally make him feel settled. Career growth, good income, respect. He's got a good house. He has a schedule everybody will envy. On paper, he had done well. But inside, there was a strong ache, a strong pain. Because he had spent so much time chasing outcomes that he stopped checking whether the life he was building was actually one he could feel at home in. He had become efficient, but not peaceful. Capable, but not connected. Successful, but strangely absent. And one day he said, I got many of the things I wanted, but I do not know when I stopped enjoying being alive. That's regret. That sentence is deeper than burnout. That is soul drift. That is when a person realizes, I built a structure, but I almost missed the experience of living inside the structure. A lot of people needed to hear this, my friend. There is no achievement that can replace presence. No, not one. No, not one. I want to make this a little bit relational. Sometimes the life you almost miss is not just your own internal world. Sometimes it is the people around you. You miss your partner little by little. Not because you stopped loving them, but because routine replaced curiosity. Replaced curiosity. Oh, Matt, Matt, USA. Yeah, I think we've met. Stress replaced tenderness. Logistics replaced connection. You stop really asking how they are. You stop listening beneath their words. You stop hearing what was not said that was said. You stop touching with attention. You stop noticing their emotional weather. You stop protecting the quality of the relationship. And years can pass like that. Two people, two people still together under the same roof, but no longer deeply meeting. Then one day, you see them laugh with someone else, or open up somewhere else, or simply become more distant, and it shocks you. Not because the signs were absent, but because you had not been emotionally present enough to read the signs. The same is true in friendships. The same is true with children. The same is true with parents who are aging. A lot of people almost miss the final healthy years of their parents because they assume there's still time. Oh, I did a video call. I thought I had time. Please go watch it if you've not seen it. These people are busy. They're busy, they're tired. They are preoccupied. Always meaning, always wanting to call. But then one day, health changes, mobility changes, memory changes, everything changes. And the ache is not only grief, it is realizing I almost missed the chance to know them more deeply while I still could. I want to tell you about the son who started asking questions too late. I think this is very important you hear it. There was a son who loved his father, but like many men, their relationship was practical more than intimate. They talked about work, they talked about sports, they talked about logistics, they talked about surface things. He always assumed there would be more time for deeper questions, more time to ask, what scared you, Dad? What shaped you, Dad? What did you regret, Dad? What did you dream about? What did you carry that I never saw? But you know what? Time moved. Health shifted. The father changed. Same opportunities for depth, but those opportunities, they narrowed. The son realized he had known his father's role. His father had been the provider. He had been the one that was backing the house, carrying the home, holding the lights, holding everyone together, making sure the light stays on. He had known all that without actually knowing his father's inner world. He never got to know his father's mind. See, that happens all the time. We live near people without really entering into their world. We assume access means intimacy. We assume proximity means connection. But relationships, like life itself, can be almost missed if we do not become intentional. If we do not become intentional. Now let me turn this discourse, let me turn it upside down, because this is not meant to leave you sad. No. If you know this channel, my My goal is not to leave you sad at any point in time. No matter what mistakes have been made, or we're here to correct things. It is supposed to, this discourse is supposed to wake you up with gratitude. If you're kind of realizing this while you still have breath, my friend, that is grace. That is grace. If you're realizing this while your children still call, that is grace. If you're realizing this while your body can still recover, that is grace. If you're realizing this while your marriage can still be nurtured, can still be built, can still be formed, molded, that is grace. Awareness is not punishment. Awareness is invitation. It is life saying, come back. It is life saying, pay attention. It is life saying, be here now, be here now. Stop outsourcing your presence. Don't live here. Don't be on the dining table and you're mentally staying in a different address. Maybe your workplace, but you're on the dining table with the family. See, stop waiting for a future vision of life to finally begin living. See, if you're hearing this, man, that is grace. Don't let it torture your heart. Don't let it torture your heart. You have not missed anything, my friend. You have not missed anything. I always tell you of the guy that come back to me and they're like, Matt, I wish I met you 10 years ago. I wish I knew these things 5 years ago. I said, no, you're knowing it at the right time. You still have breath. You still have blood. You still have water flowing through you. That is grace. You're already waking up before it's too late. And that matters. It matters. So how do you come back? You might want to ask me, Matt, man, this is crazy, but how do I come back? I've messed up. And I've always told you, messing up is part of life. It's being human. So don't make you feel bad. You're not the only one messing up. Matt still messes up. I still do, and I'm learning from it. I'm still growing. How do you come back? It's not by blowing up your life overnight. No. It's not by making dramatic promises you can't keep. No. It's not by turning awareness into panic. That is not it. You come back through presence. You come back through presence. Here's what that looks like, my friends. Put the phone down when someone is talking to you. It's that simple. Put the phone down when someone is talking to you. Go for the walk without needing content in your ears. Sit at the table and actually taste your food. Have a dinner, stay there, taste the food. Ask your child one more question. How did you do in school today? Call your parent and stay on the line a little bit longer. Look your partner in the eyes when they answer you. Journal what you actually feel. Write it down. Rest without guilt. Pray with attention. Notice your breathing. Notice it. Live in it. Watch the morning sun rise. Watch the sun set. Re-enter your own body. Re-enter your own relationship. Re-enter your own days. See, friends, this might sound simple, but simple doesn't mean it doesn't mean shallow. Presence is a discipline now because distraction is everywhere. Everywhere you turn to, there is something to distract you. I did a video about your attention. Please go look for it and watch it. Everything needs your attention right now because attention is currency. Everything needs your attention. So presence is a discipline. Pressure is everywhere. Mental noise is everywhere. To really inhabit your life in this era, you must do it intentionally. You must do it intentionally. I'll tell you a story of somebody that took their life back. This is how Stella got her growth back. There was a woman who realized she had become numb. Not dramatic, just numb. She could perform, she could function, she could keep things going, but she had not felt delight in a long time. So she made small changes, very small changes. She started taking walks without her phone. She started writing what she's actually feeling. She journaled. She started sitting with her coffee in silence. She started turning off the noise. She started saying no to things that she think are going to keep her life crowded. She started making room for beauty again. She started spending time to look at herself and say, you're beautiful. And slowly but surely, something came back. Not perfection, not a fantasy life, but aliveness. She became alive again. She noticed the birds when they flew past her. She noticed light in the room. She noticed when her own heart felt tight. She noticed what drained her. She noticed what nourished her. She noticed what she was not as lost as she thought. She noticed that she was not as lost as she thought. She was just overrun, overloaded. See, that is hopeful. Because some people think they need a completely different life. If you know my channel, I've always said it. You don't need a new life. You don't even need motivation. You don't need all that. Sometimes what you need first is to actually return to the life that you already have. Actually live again. Actually live again. See, I need someone to hear this clearly. The life you almost missed is not always gone. Sometimes it is waiting for your full arrival. Your children may still be there. Your partner may still be there. Your body may still be recovering very fast. Your dreams may still have breath in them. Your mind may still be renewable. Your days may still be reclaimable. Yes, some things may have been lost. Yes, some seasons may not come back in the same way, but the point is not to grieve forever over what was almost missed. The point is to stop missing what is still there. That is the turn. Stop missing what is still here and in your future. That conversation, that money, that chance, that body, that relationship, that call, that apology, that healing, that becoming. Stop missing that. You do not need a new universe to begin again. You need your attention back, your presence back, your willingness back. I like to say I'm coming back to my life. I'm coming back to my body. I'm coming back to my relationship. I'm coming back to my peace. I'm coming back to my own voice. I'm coming back to what matters. I'm coming back to what is real. I'm coming back to the moment I've been living around instead of living in. Because some of you do not need more time management. You need reconnection. You need return. You need to stop abandoning the present by trying to control the future. That's what you need. So friends, in episode 1, we talked about the game changed. Then we moved to episode 2, we talked about the cost of waiting. Then episode 3, we talked about comfort is quietly expensive. Episode 4, we said, someone thought he had time. I thought I had time. Episode 5 was the years I gave away. This is episode 6, the life I almost missed. Do you see that this series is really this series is actually doing something. It's not just talking about regret. This series is rescuing attention. It's restoring awareness. It's returning people back to themselves. And tonight, if this hits you, do not just admire the message. Answer the call. Be more present tomorrow. Listen longer. Rush less. Notice more. Come home to your own life while it's still there. Because the life you almost missed can still become the life you fully live before it's too late. If this spoke to you, like it, share it, hit the subscribe button, and put this in the comment. Put this in the comment. I'm coming back to my life. I'm coming back to my life. Oh, I love this. Thank you so much for your time, friends. Thank you so much for your support. If you've not hit the subscribe button, kindly go ahead and do that. We'll meet again. Have a great day. Bye for now.